Welcome to Milan, the fashion capital of the world and a city full of history, culture, and stunning architecture. Whether you're here for the art, the food, or the vibrant atmosphere, Milan has something for everyone. In this video, I will take you through the top 10 must-visit places in Milan. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, get ready to explore the best of this incredible city. Number 10. Sempione Park area. The Sempione Park is one of Milan's largest and most beautiful parks, located in the heart of the city. It's surrounded by some important historical constructions, one of them being Castello Sforzesco. It's one of Milan's most famous landmarks, built in 15th century to serve as a fortress, and over the centuries, as a palace, military base, and today as a cultural hub with several important museums and art collections. If you plan to visit Castello Sforzesco, I would recommend to reserve a full day to truly see everything. The place is enormous, and the park surrounding it also deserves a walk. Inside the park, you can find Branca Tower, which is the highest public viewpoint in Milan. You can climb the tower for the price of €6, and the glass elevator will take you to the top for a 360 panoramic view of the city. Further, at the northern entrance of the park, you can find Arco della Pace, or Milan's Triumphal Gateway, whose original meaning was to highlight the road leading from Milan to Paris. But after Napoleon's fall, the Austrians changed its meaning, making it a symbol of peace. If you plan your visit to Milan several months in advance, from Sempione area you can also take a 15-minute walk to the Santa Maria delle Grazie Church, the home of Leonardo da Vinci's original masterpiece, The Last Supper. Keep in mind that you must book tickets several months ahead due to the very high demand. Visitors are limited to 15 minutes and the ticket price is around €15. Number 9. Science and Technology Museum Leonardo da Vinci. This is Italy's largest science and technology museum and one of the most important in Europe. It is dedicated to Leonardo da Vinci, showcasing his inventions, scientific contributions, and even original pages from Leonardo's famous notebooks, codices, which are filled with sketches for inventions, anatomy studies, and engineering concepts. The museum also provides interactive exhibits on space, transport, energy, and telecommunications. The museum also offers hand-on workshops and interactive exhibits in fields like robotics, energy sustainability, and engineering.
Hello, how are you?
Here we found a collection of 1:1 scale models of Da Vinci's machines, reconstructed based on his drawings, including flying machines, war machines, hydraulic and mechanical devices, and many others. The museum houses a real submarine, historic trains with steam locomotive from 19th century, ships and airplanes, and even a full-scale replica of the International Space Station ISS module. The museum is located in a 16th century monastery, and it's a must visit for anyone interested in innovation, engineering and history. Number 8. Naviglio District. Naviglio District is also referred to as the Little Venice due to its network of canals that were historically used for transportation and trade. Naviglio Grande is the oldest and most famous canal in Milan. It was constructed in the 12th century and it became a major route for transporting goods, especially marble for the construction of Duomo di Milano. Right next to it there is a second canal, Naviglio Pavese, which is a more peaceful and residential area. Both canals end at a place named Arsena, a historic dock area that is now used as a place for cafes, bar and boating. You can take boat trips along the canals, but we found the price is quite high. 20 euros for 1 hour, and the first departure is in the afternoon, while we were there in the morning. What we found pretty suspect here is that we tried to serve a coffee in several places, but we've been picked up from the table because they refused to serve us only coffee. To quote a waiter, "Coffee? Oh, no coffee. This is a restaurant." Well, we literally saw the coffee in the menu, but I guess they don't want you to keep the table occupied just for a coffee. Meanwhile, we were the only customers because there was literally no one serving anything at that restaurant. After being refused by all pubs and restaurants to serve us a goddamn coffee, we left the place and searched our morning booster in other places. However, Naviglio District is known for the best traditional foods, and I highly recommend to come here for lunch or dinner. Number 7. Bone Chapel. San Bernardino Aleosa is a small fascinating church, famous for its ossuary, where human skulls and bones decorate the walls. Unlike we would expect, the church was built after the ossuary, which was built in 1210, because the nearby cemetery overcrowded with victims of different plagues and conflicts of that time. It is believed that during this period, exhumations may have been frequent to make room for new burials, and the bones were stored in the ossuary chamber. There is also a ghostly legend around this place, saying that most of the bones belong to the Black Death victims and that the spirit of a child is haunting the chapel. The ceiling contrasts the macabre bone displays with the heavenly imagery of Baroque frescoes painted by Sebastiano Ricci in 1695. It is less touristy than other attractions, but it offers a unique experience and it's unlike anything else in Milan. Number 6. Porta Nuova District. Visit the most modern and dynamic districts of Milan, known for its cutting-edge skyscrapers, sustainable urban designs, and vibrant lifestyle. Here you will be left with a sore neck if you stare too long at the buildings. We admire the Unicredit Tower, which is the tallest skyscraper in Italy, and Bosco Verticale, which translates to vertical forest and resembles two residential towers covered in thousands of trees and plants. designed for sustainability to reduce air pollution and provide natural insulation. In the middle of the skyscrapers, there is Piazza Gaia Aulenti, known as the heart of the district, featuring shops, restaurants, and cultural spaces. We also enjoyed the walks during this sunny day inside the park Biblioteca degli Alberi, which translates to Library of Trees, and is a large urban park with gardens and walking paths in the middle of the skyscrapers. In this area you can also find Italy Milano Smeraldo, a massive Italian food market with gourmet restaurants. Also, a few steps away from this place, we visited the Monumental Cemetery, one of the most impressive cemeteries in Italy. If you are enjoying the video so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It may sound a little creepy to visit such place, but in fact this place is known as an open-air museum with Gothic, Art Nouveau and neoclassical architecture, such as stunning sculptures, grand mausoleums and artistic tombs. If you are already in this area, you can see a few emblematic arches, such as Porta Nuova, Porta Venezia and Porta Garibaldi. Number 5. World of Leonardo da Vinci Museum. This is a fascinating exhibition dedicated to the genius of Leonardo da Vinci, showcasing his inventions, artworks and scientific studies. The museum is located inside Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. There is a large collection of mechanical inventions and machines, based on Leonardo's sketches, including flying machines, word devices, and engineering tools. You can find here interactive exhibits with 3D reconstructions and holographic displays of Leonardo's masterpieces, such as Mona Lisa, The Last Supper, or The Vitruvian Man. It offers VR experiences that allow visitors to explore Leonardo's works in depth. It's fantastic to see what the human brain was capable of creating before the era of technology. His dreams of flying were so deep and ambiguous, he analyzed the flights of birds and designed many machines, such as Codex on the Flight Birds, Ornithopter, Helical Air Screw, an early helicopter concept, and parachute design. Although none of Leonardo's flying machines were built or tested in his lifetime, his studies laid the foundation for future aviation. Number 4. Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. This is one of Milan's most iconic landmarks and one of the world's oldest shopping galleries. It was built in 19th century in a neo-Renaissance style, featuring a grand octagonal space in the middle, high iron arcades with glass roof, columns decorated with marble and stone elements, mosaic floors, and intricate frescoes. It's a symbol of the Italian elegance and luxury. The gallery houses high-end brands such as Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Versace, and a multitude of cafes and restaurants. If you are passionate about fashion, nearby you can also walk along Corso Vittorio Emanuele and Quadrilatero della Moda. We also visited the 8th floor prestigious and luxury department store, Rinascente, where we dropped dead of exhaustion. The place is enormous, but I guess the high prices and the opulence were the ones that dug our graves. Number 3. Starbucks Reserve Roastery. This is the first Starbucks in Italy, opened in September 2018. It was a broad move of the company by entering into a country known for its deep roasted coffee culture. It is housed in the old Palazzo delle Poste, just a few minutes away from the Duomo. It offers on-site roasted coffee from all around the world and includes unique brewing methods alongside a dedicated bar for coffee-based cocktails and Italian-inspired drinks and another stand for freshly baked pastries. In the center stands a large coffee roasting machine where visitors can watch the roasting process and learn about coffee craftsmanship. This is for sure a must visit for coffee lovers. Number 2. Duomo di Milano. The Milan Cathedral is the largest church in Italy and one of the largest churches in the whole world. The construction began in 1386 and took almost 600 years to complete. It features an elaborate Gothic design with 135 spires and 3,400 statues, holding the record for the most statues of any building in the world. At the top of the cathedral stands a golden statue of Virgin Mary, known as Madonnina, and being a symbol of Milan. The cathedral's stained glass windows are among the largest and most intricate in the world, depicting biblical stories in vibrant detail. An interesting fact about the Milan Cathedral is that it is said that it houses a holy relic, a nail from the crucifixion of Christ, which is displayed once a year in a special ceremony. Visitors can climb to the rooftop for a panoramic view of Milan. But you know what? Screw the view. Just look at that marvelous architecture. I am deeply in love with the marvelous, hypnotizing Gothic architecture, and this one deeply impressed me, especially seeing up close and admiring each structure. I found myself surrounded by an intricate forest of marble spires, pinnacles, and statues stretching toward the sky. Up close, the complexity of the Gothic architecture is overwhelming, with delicate carvings of saints, angels, and mythical creatures emerging from the pale marble blocks. Honestly, I stopped seeing it as a cathedral building and see it more like a work of art carved from the stone. Also, on a clear day, you can even see the Alps. And yeah, the Alps are also nice to see here. The prices are as it follows, but you should book in advance because the chances to visit the cathedral or the rooftop in the same day you buy the tickets are close to zero due to the high demand. Number 1. Get lost in Milan. Take the surface public transportation and hop on and off whenever you like what you see outside the window. You can live the authentic experience of taking a vintage tram, like the one you saw previously in the Science and Technology Museum, to take you around the city. Take the subway to whatever place in Milan. We use the subway as our main way of transport because it's the fastest and mostly accessible from anywhere. The trips between the stations are short and the trains arrive every 2 minutes. Fun fact, the subways on the newest routes are not driven by anyone. You can take the front seat and watch the whole railroad ahead. The price for any public transport is €2.20 for a 90-minute trip, and you can pay directly with your card. You must validate the card when you enter, and also when you leave the vehicle, and the payment will be done only the next day. Experiment the foods. Honestly, I was not the biggest fan of eating only pasta, pizzas, and sandwiches all holiday long. We've been desperately searching for some restaurants serving soups or anything else besides carbs and street food. But anyway, there are some restaurants where we ate twice because the food was so good and so tasty. For pasta, we recommend Via Pasteria, which serves a large variety of pastas. The prices are a little bit high and the portions are a bit small, or we were just a little too hungry, but the pasta has a taste like we've never felt before. When the host greets you at the entrance, she also gives you a little tour of the restaurant, presenting the menu and opening the fridge to present all types of fresh pasta they've got. For pizza, we have Pizzeria Oceania, which, by no exaggeration, took the place for the best pizza we've ever eaten. The pizza dough is fried inside a pan and then well cooked in the oven, which makes it crispy but not too much, and very flavory. The pizzeria is original from 1972 and is a family business which has been passed from generation to generation. We would also recommend Cesarino, which is a sandwich restaurant located near the Duomo. It serves a wide variety of exceptional fresh panini, fact for which it has been rewarded every year since 2021 with the TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Award. Enjoy the Italian coffee. Whether it's a tiny espresso or a large cappuccino, savor it and enjoy the atmosphere. You literally cannot go wrong with the coffee in Milan. Even the takeaway coffee from a random shop in the park is good and authentic. A nice place we went to enjoy a couple of coffees is The Roof. However, the place is very expensive if you want to drink anything else. Any alcohol starts from €20 after 6 p.m. We went here in the afternoon to catch the sunset, and it was absolutely beautiful. Explore the museums. Milan is full of culture, arts, architecture, and even though walking on the streets is like walking on an open-air museum, there are still wonders to find inside one. Discover the geniuses of Renaissance through the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, and many others. Explore their words, their genius and creations. Learn about the history of Italy and its presence through the contemporary arts. We also randomly came across the underground Apple store in Milan, whose architectural design we found pretty unique and stunning. With all this being said, here we have it, 10 things you must not miss in your next trip to Milan. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you have found useful information. You can also check all of this on my blog, so you can take this information with you anywhere. Don't forget to like this video, and you can support this channel completely free by clicking the subscribe button. Also, if you want to show your gratitude even more, you can buy me a coffee by clicking the link in the description. Thank you for watching and see you in the next trip.